All right, how opportune for me to talk about the problem with the police. Now, there is a fundamental problem with police, because police, I'm friends with a lot of them, they're not bad people, but they should never change the dynamic of everybody. When you're around a police officer, it should be shifty people or like criminals should be like, oh, there's a cop there, we just robbed a bank, we did something bad, and they see the cop and then all of a sudden their behavior changes. That shouldn't happen on a mass scale with everybody. And that means it's indicative of a larger problem. And that's what happens with, I was driving down the highway today. There was a cop on the side of the road. Everybody, you instantly know there's a cop because everyone starts slamming on the brakes for no reason. And there's no reason that if everybody was doing the speed limit, first off, that's the problem. We'll get to that. But everybody feels like they're doing something wrong. And that's why when they all pass a cop, they all hit the brakes. And then if you see somebody coming up and then they see there's a cop in front of them, they slow down. Nobody ever wants to pass a cop. It changes the entire dynamic of the driving around this cop. The people in front of them, they all move to the right. The people behind them, they slow down. It's really weird. And that's essentially the problem, is that there shouldn't be a complete change in everyone's behavior. And now people are going literally, it's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit on the road that I was on where everyone drives 70. That's just the flow of traffic. If you drive 50, you're getting in the way and you're now an impediment. Everybody drives 70, but when they see a cop, now they're driving 45. Literally, they're going below the posted speed limit. And it's just sort of mind-boggling. Today was a little bit different because usually the cop would just pass. Today I thought the cop was coming to pull me over, but he was just hanging on my, he pulled up, passed it, came up fast, and hung out on my quarter panel and pulled up next to me. We gave the waves, just checking out the car. No big deal. But then I sort of sat and watched. And now everyone's like, some people like me, I'll go behind the cop, but then if he's going too fast, you're like, is he trying to bait me? You don't know what's going on. And that's the fundamental problem with police, is that if you're in Germany or anywhere else, everybody, when you see a cop, it's just like, or when you're walking down the street, in that scenario, it's just like, oh, there's a police officer. You're just a normal person. You haven't done anything wrong. You have no reason to fear for being like walking around or just existing. When you're driving, everyone feels like they're doing something wrong because the traffic laws are so, and this is at least in the New York area and Florida, like a lot of different places. It's not so everywhere, but it is definitely in major metropolitan areas where they really, Virginia, where they really grind you down with the fines and the revenue generation of speeding tickets and whatnot. So that's effectively the problem, is that we have to change the traffic laws to match what's actually happening on the roads and what people are driving that's not unsafe, because all we're really doing is criminalizing everybody's behavior, and everyone is petrified of getting pulled over, and it changes the entire dynamic, which shows that there's a problem that requires fixing. And the problem isn't like no cops on the road or anything like that. Cops should be able to go out, like you drive the Autobahn, nobody's like, ooh, there's a cop. It's just another car. And if something happens, like, oh, good, we passed a cop, he'll be coming up on us in a minute or something like that. You have to change these laws that essentially criminalize everyday activity of everybody. And it's not just some people, it's everybody. And that's the problem. So leave your thoughts below. I mean, the only way to fix it is to change the traffic laws. But it should not be a situation where law-abiding people are now changing their behavior because they're around a police officer. That is not healthy in any way, shape, or form, that people are changing their behavior when in the vicinity of somebody else. That's all I have to say about that. Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you're subscribed and you didn't like this video, peace out.